Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. It's me Lloyd, and it's Monday night. Congrats Josh on getting first. Thanks for being here. You're amazing. Alright, so we're back at it, and we're gonna keep playing Tavern Talk, where we try to make drinks. Actually, we've been doing pretty good. I should pat myself on the back. We make excellent beverages to get our local questies safe and ready for the road. So let's see. Let's go ahead and boot this back up. Let's see where we're at. Ooh, alright. It's raining. Rhea's here. Rhea appears to have not been won over by our natural innkeep bartender charm, so let's see if things will get better. Innkeep. Rhea? You've got any new lines for me? Oh yeah, she called us an NPC. No wonder why I didn't warm up to her myself. Perhaps, but I'll only trade them for new ones of your own. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Want to tell me about that? No. I get it. You need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I'll go check if I serve that. Okay, so that was probably the most, what's the word? Oh, hey, we actually did get a specific, so they settled on defense. Now, what's this? Twinkle Twinkle Deadly Stars. Oh, this is the newest one that we put together that no one's grabbed off the quest board yet. Maybe Rhea will, because remember that, like, it was a huge meteor shower, and it did a lot of damage across the lands. It wasn't just town, it's just across all the lands, and there's been a lot of discussion between the patrons about like good versus evil, and people who actually do quests to be a good person versus people who do quests for money and to mind their own business. So that's going on. What's this? These are all of our active quests. Oh, hey, sick. What? We have a drink to make. They want defense. Let's get them a Frost Lagoon. Okay, perfect. So we have several infusions that we can just do. Can't do this one because the Frost Lagoon has no wisdom, and this brings up wisdom. Let's see. I do the chili peppers, which does heat resistance. Ooh, that might... We don't know what they're working on, right? So that's an option. This has been my go-to, the little frosty pine cones here, because they bring up strength and defense, which this drink has both of. This one, no good, no dice on this one because it brings up dexterity and intelligence, which this drink does not have. Alright, so it looks like it's between these two. Oh, wait, is it? Nope, these two. Let's see, I don't know what she's working on. We haven't done a lot of this fire resistance one, so actually let's do that. I want to get some of that out in the wild. Let's get some strength in there. Beautiful, perfect. So we've got all of the strength we're gonna need. Nope, that's charisma. All the charisma we're gonna need, all the strength we're gonna need, and let's just max out that defense. There we go. Frosted Lagoon. For Andu, we've been so on top of making drinks, we haven't been able to feed him any mistakes. Sorry, buddy. Some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I might be after this drink. Alright, we're her favorite because she comes back every day. Almost every day. Fair enough. You're climbing up there. Very happy to hear that. Now I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that? God, she's so mean. I'll try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip. He's flirting. I think he's flirting. Does she have a tear in the corner of her eye? Ms. Oh, it's awkward because she's not married. Okay. My bad. Ms. Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, why are you flirting with her? Keep it to yourself. Alright. Is Kyle here? I was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie has seen him. I'm nervous. Do you know why I'm nervous? I'm nervous because the nice little, mysterious... What's his, I forgot what kin he is. Blah, 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 blah. Zephyr, the nice arrow echo that came through. They came through several in-game days ago, and they picked up the quest for Kyle's, to go help Kyle find his Cloak of Invisibility, and we haven't heard from them in a while. Now, I'm hoping it's just because the location was kind of far away. Is it this one? Yeah, it's to go get it from Evelyn, which is Kyle's ex-wife. So I'm hoping we just haven't heard from them because, they're a couple of regions away to do the quest. But I'm also nervous because that was the first time the game gave us the option. Like, until then, the drinks have been pretty straightforward, what people wanted. But up until that quest, we were, that one quest was the first time we could do a 50-50 split. Like, there was pretty solid reasoning for either option. And I am nervous because instead of giving them the more stealth, go invisible option, we gave them, I think it was more strength and that ice shield that if you get attacked, it generates an ice shield. And the reason why, it was split down the middle. The invisibility I wasn't confident in the duration of the invisibility because the description of the drink said that you don't know how long you're invisible, you don't know when it kicks in, and you don't know when it's done. You can't rely on that. If that's your whole plan is being invisible, you can't rely on that. So if you're gonna end up fighting her anyway, you might as well up your strength and defense. That's what I went with. I have no idea. I am nervous, but I guess we'll find out eventually if they come back. But it's been days. It's been days in game, so I have no idea what's going on. Let's see. His Kyle here was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie's seen him. Thought maybe he got crushed by a fallen star. Worried? No. I see. I think he should be waking up right about now. Right, yeah. He's gonna be so sad. There he is. Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. How old is Kyle? I remember... we don't know. We do not know. Are you sure? Can you see her too, Innkeep? Yes, very much so. By the dragons, she's not a dream nor fragment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. Would you like to see the gift I bought you? Gift? When I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. I'll help you put them on. Aww. It's really cute. Wait. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. It's actually really sweet. What do you think? I like them. They match me other jewelry, and the craftsmanship is decent. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure. At some point. Or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed onto Gaia like a rain of fire. What beautiful fireworks. Oh, I hope we find out about the Innkeep's ex. The whole firework evening was this odd. Kyle met someone who the Innkeep kept pretending that they didn't know. It was very strange. And then Kyle said something about the strangers said that they hoped we enjoyed the show or something, and then the stars fell. So this seems very ominous, and I love it. I need more progress in that department. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars. The rain of falling stars. Oh. So the empty night sky wasn't a dream. No, guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore, or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks, Inkeep. Does that mean I can drink another one without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I would like to try preferably something that will make me strong enough to lift a star. Just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. Phenomenal. Is this the kind of direct instructions I need? Alright, how many strength drinks do we have? I think we just have the one. Yeah, we do. A Southern Brawler it is. And of course, I need to fit as many bonuses as possible. Can't be this one. Can't be this one. So we're back to these two. Well, if his ally is fire resistant, we can give him... Well, he's a vampire. I've gotten into the habit of giving him fire resistance just in case. Just in case. This helps with the sun, so maybe we'll keep that going as our little bit. He doesn't need to know. Okay, we've got that maxed out there. Maxed out for this recipe anyways. There's my defense, and let's get the rest of the strength added. Beautiful. Let's go. Here, my best attempt at supporting your star-lifting career. Oh, this is delicious. Do you think a molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So, what do you two think about that star rain? It was very bothersome. I had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rockwell cliffs. That's a tongue twister. They better hurry and clean it all up. What does it look like? Are there fires everywhere? Are they just did the stars cool off and it's a bunch of rocks? I'm very curious. Wish I could interact with the background a little bit more. Oh fuck, what did I say? Hold on. Still have to get the vampire to Beruvia before I can get my hands on that gold. Who? Yay. Oh, splendid. I haven't been in Beruvia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. His memory has been so bad, but that's also why it was super sweet when he gave her those earrings and remembered what she liked. But until then, I can search for other materials, better ones even. That isn't going to happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon horde? What? No. In what world do I look like a dragon to you? They are masters of disguise. What about you, Inkeep? Am I a dragon? You are. No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. A lot of people have made comments that the drinks we make and something about the nature of our magic seems primordial. I don't have enough context to know what that means, but it sounds a little morally ambiguous. Thank you. If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations? Ingredients? Don't you worry, I'm not trying to steal business away from you. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? No, for weapons. You're going to war? But I just got you back. I'm not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith then? I am. And I'm looking for the right material to smash the next ore heart competition. I'm going to travel all the way to the caves of Ur for that one. That's so far. Can I come with you? She's been like on this job that he keeps forgetting about constantly. she's like, I'm like, just to keep reminding him it's a job, and he gets excited that she's sticking around for a little bit longer. Sounds very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you've won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes. Now that I know it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. If anyone would have any context for any sort of like ancient reference to what's going on, Kyle would have it. Somewhere deep down in his Swiss cheese whole-ridden brain. But maybe we'll get something interesting out of this. Yesterday when I was looking out into the night, I could see nothing but darkness. Then as I stared at the sedating nothingness, I could see an astral harefish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest for the impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I would have never been able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. He's got so much whimsy. He's got so much whimsy, I love that for him. I would love to know how they're doing on Earth. He must be enjoying the new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours, Innkeeper? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting. You know this world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders. Quest taken. This is by no means a natural wonder. Alithia, hell yeah. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you? The Wonder Police? I'm Alithia Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and the Chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Night. And I've returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I am happy to see that you were able to collect more information for my research. I'm grateful for your help in these trying times. They're whimsy maxing. Honestly, if I lived for an indeterminate amount of time, like centuries, I would be a menace. I'd be a menace in the best way possible. At your service, miss. What are these times trying? Oh, I'd be just like this guy, what am I saying? Me, the wonderful people of Asteria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. I'd guess it's empty every time of the day now, actually. How does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sorts of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. That is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would he be? I am indeed. That is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Morrow Castle? Don't speak, Kyle. I'm your lawyer. Don't say anything. What is a castle? Look at the fucking sweat drop. This is the best time to pretend you don't know what's going on. Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. Hey, that's our guy! Our buddy! They're doing okay! It appears he got into a harrowing fight with the vampire of Morrow Castle. Some of his wounds were quite grave. Ah, fuck. I'm just making sure he will not try to take vengeance here. I don't have the heart for vengeance. Or the memory. We should play a round of memory. This is not a time for games. Then what time is it? Time for me to figure out what is going on and save the people of Asteria from their impending doom. Let me guess, you do that. No one cares. No one cares about the news we just got. Or hear me out, maybe the innkeep is, taking down mental notes but isn't gonna gossip. Because right now we're the only person in the room that knows that Air Echo took that quest for Kyle's cloak. So maybe we're kind of sweating, like, he's not dead. They're not dead. So, like, that's good. That's good. That's what I've been stressing out about. So that's good. Let me guess, you do that often? Of course. After all, as a seraph and cleric of Cassiopeia, it is my duty to protect this world from anything that would cause it harm. It comes quite naturally to me. I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So, what are your next steps for saving us citizens? Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. I mean, there's a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. I will start my investigation in Zenith and Themis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Do you think we actually fucked up making that quest? Because that quest was actually really hard to make. We had so many random rumors that I was like, I don't know. What else do we have? Let me see. Carolyn's great grandson once belonged to a grandmother. That should gift from the dragon themselves. Very impressive. If true, strangers come to town. Likes plum crepes and spooky armor. This is where I think is our ex. Banshee. Unrest and Archmage. Went missing. Riverbanks of the Shiver Mare hides in Mary Morgan. Usual amount of undead. None of, like, we did pick the best options now that I'm looking at it. But still, we have so many rumors that have just been kicking around since day one that we could have made that quest with. I think she's just being particular. I'll start my investigation in Zenith and Themis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rubble more closely. Perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I have found out what is going on, I will put a stop to it. The stars have already fallen, lassie. Not a lot you can do for them. Then I'll make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fall. Couldn't agree more. I know you've got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you, after all. Hello, Steve. Welcome in. What? Drink some water. How did your stream go? I saw you were... If your stream title that's been the same for your past couple of streams is anything to go off of, I saw that you were farming for citrine in Warframe. I have arrived. Ooh, welcome, welcome. I see. You just missed a Bibarel. It looks like that was the last Pokemon that spawned in chat. It was good. Did some emotional Warframe stuff. Emotional, so like storyline progression. Were you just feeling it today? Citrine is done. You did the Hex storyline. Cool. I have no goddamn context for that, but I'm very excited for you. Warframe has so much plot to get through. It's all generally pretty good. I just did not have the attention for it. I'm like sipping away at my water because, as always, I'm dehydrated. Noticing Rhea in the middle there, she's got a bunch of patches on her arms. I'm not sure what that is, because she hasn't been on an adventure. Maybe it's just a natural coloration. I don't know. Damn, the storytelling in it. Ooh, good. Excellent. Let's see. Oh yes, we're gonna make a drink for Elithia. If you're offering, thank you kindly. What can I get you? It depends on the approach I decide to take with this. I could focus on the investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connecting the threads. Analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I'd have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fall apart. And perhaps I could even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on theory, I may not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But you will be able to talk to them. That's much more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself. Especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to be prepared for even the worst case scenario. I could offer you some phoenix chilies. Who knows what you will encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. So either it's the right balance between intelligence and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof self-defense. I'm not yet certain which path I should take. You should trust the innkeeper with it. He always has the most wonderful solutions. Just this once I shall. I'll make sure not to disappoint. Fuck. I don't know. No. So these are the two possible orders. Okay. Nuts. So... oh, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough because those are two very opposite decisions, and just got a hint that the last person we completely picked their build for their quest got stuck, like got locked in a grave fight and was gravely injured. Sounds like they're still alive. Oh, that's good. We'll take that where we can. But otherwise, it makes me a little concerned. Personally, I don't think whatever she's gonna be up to, this lady who we're making a drink for, I think she's gonna be mainly investigating. I don't think I need to make her strength and defense, because she's gotta find what's going on first, and it's just such a big mystery. I think it's gonna be more like cult related or spiritual related. I don't necessarily think she's gonna be in a fight. Well, now I'm double second guessing myself, because just because we found out that our buddy was severely injured with the air echo, what was her name again? Zephyr. Just because we found out Zephyr was greatly injured, that doesn't necessarily mean that we picked the worst of the two options. He's still alive, right? So gravely injured could be the better of the two outcomes. But if we're thinking about standardized test taking, if you pick the same answer a couple times in a row, don't you get a little stressed out that one of them's gonna be wrong? So if the right answer was the physicality, was the combat and defense for Zephyr, then that shouldn't be the same answer here. I think we're going in the weeds with that one. I think instead we should focus on we only have 4 infusions right now. I'm really thinking we do intelligence. It was what I was feeling at first. Let's just do intelligence. So this one's intelligence and charisma. Is there a different one? This one's charisma with intelligence as a secondary. Charisma hasn't been hinted at being a benefit for this at all, but I think we just have to pick the one that maximizes intelligence. I think we can do it. Okay. We say the chilies? No. The fist. That's right. Oh, this lets you go invisible, doesn't it? It's been a minute since I've used it, actually. Ability to extraordinarily motivate other people or persuade them to tell the truth. Oh, this is inspiration. Hold on. The Fey Crystal's the one that lets you go invisible. I was like, who the fuck? Okay, but we do want Thunder Sage here, because that's the one that this recipe calls for. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Let's get, is it just one? Nope, it's 2 charisma. Wonderful. So we've got that. We need 1 more intelligence. Sparky Nebula with the infusion. Let's go. She's got this. I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people, not fight them. That is very true. Hello, dancing. Hello, wonderful dancing. How are you today? Thanks for popping in. Let's see, I'm rehydrating. But I hope you're well. I'm playing this lovely game again. We got good news in the game that someone that we sent off on a risky quest is still alive. It sounds like the Zephyr, the character we sent after the invisibility cloak, was gravely injured, but they're alive, so that's a win. Oh, I love brews and potions. Yes, 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 yes. I love this game so much. Still alive is good. That's right, we take it. Let's see, so Alithia is going on the quest to figure out why all of the stars fell out of the sky. A very serious endeavor, indeed. This is an excellent drink. I'm already coming up with my 38-step plan. Perhaps we should start at the nearby Gaia Temple. I heard it was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes will be sure to offer assistance. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you for your effort in helping this world, Innkeeper. Always happy to be of service. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed into the ground. So no, they are not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that fallen stars make for an interesting type of material? For what? Yes. It would certainly be rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could give you some insights on those impact conditions. Can't say I'm an expert in geology, though I feel like I could make an educated guess. Nevertheless, sure, I would very much appreciate your assistance. Great, then I'm in. Oh, that was dirty. We made this drink for Rhea before we knew that she was going on this quest. That was dirty. Luckily though, I did put the chili in it, so she has sun resistance, fire damage resistance. This is good. Is Kyle gonna go? Me too. Yo, this is so good. Remember I put the fire chilies in both of their drinks? That's awesome. Do you know about geology as well? Or astronomy, perhaps? I know about astrology. And this all sounds so very exciting. I've been terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me on the mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help. That's very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it. I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you. And with you, Miss Alithia. Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeep. I shall return with conclusions and perhaps even mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. How exciting. Rhea's probably like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find suitable material. Me too. Can I read this letter? I know we've been ignoring it on purpose. Oh, I haven't seen Fable in so long. Oh, a new character? Hello? Hello. I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, Miss Melina? But Melly is fine. It's short for Melina. I see. Well then, Melly, what kind of drink would you like? Something tasty. Something that will give me new fun ideas. I want some Thunder Sage. Wait, Melly knows a lot about our specific brand of wares. This is interesting. I don't have any money, but I've got something to barter for the drink. You don't need to pay, but I want to. Doesn't feel right otherwise. Alright, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much. Oh, we got a new infusion, Golden Feather. Oh. Golden Feather comes from the speedy golden loons who molt their feathers every spring. It can be found near every major lakeside. Haste. A little haste makes an adventure inhumanly fast, great for reaching long-distance locations and escaping every fight unharmed. Ooh. This is the first one that doubles up charisma and endurance. Dexterity? Fuck, I forgot what it's called. Hold on. It is dexterity. Cool. So charisma, dexterity, but it does decrease wisdom. Wisdom or intelligence? Let's see. It is intelligence. Okay. Decreases intelligence, but increases dexterity and charisma. Oh, thank you very much. Now I can accept a drink. Very well. Let me see what I can do. So they want thinking. Okay, great. They do want intelligence. I'm gonna do the Sunny Breeze, I think. Because I've been so focused on... Well, that feels... Gotta give them the best that they asked for, right? Like Sunny Breeze we haven't made in a minute, but I think this should be important. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so this is the new herb, but they actually specifically wanted... No, they said what they wanted. Interesting. This is the first one that doesn't mention it. They said they wanted... Oh, heck. 1 second. I think they literally said it, didn't they? Thunder Sage. I love that you can go back and read the chat. Every game needs that. Alright, are you Thunder Sage? Now I don't remember anything. Okay, great. Good. Okay. Into the pot. Yes. Lovely. Sparkling nebula. Look at how sparkly you got. Some new, fun, and sweet ideas coming right up. This is perfect. And this is perfect. I'm already feeling the energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm gonna hang out here for a bit. Do I know how old Melly is? Like, what is Melly? Like, they're 10. She's 10. She's a detective. Man, I wish I knew what my specialization was when I was 10. It's either they're Vuka Keen, so they're the same kin as Carolyn Pintoniak. The Detective Melina. That's adorable. Oh my gosh, Arcana's a star. I need a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worry for your hands. Okay. Oh, he came back! Wait, he's definitely been bit. But I'm so glad they came back. Drink, please. Sure thing. With what type of ingredients? Preferably some that will wake my bones up. I feel dead. And slow. Incapable of forming words. Like an undead banana slug? No. More like a spectral starfish, I see. Can I have a drink? Of course. I'll trade you one for a trinket. I did promise one of those. You did? Oh, I thought they forgot. They stole this from the vampire castle for us. Here, as requested. Are you going to tell me what this is, or should I guess? Yes. It's either a letter opener or an ordinary kitchen knife. That's sick. I'm gonna be such a menace. It's a ritualistic dagger. But purely hypothetically, I could use it as a letter opener. I suppose. Though I don't think I'd use it that way. Who knows whose blood it has seen. Anyway, will that suffice? Or do you want me to go back and look for something even more extravagant? Loot her corpse dust? This will do just fine. I'll find a fitting place for it on the wall. Good. I fulfilled my part of the trade. Now it's your turn. Ah, that's right. I promised a drink in exchange for a trinket. One moment. Let's see if I have anything that will bring your words back to you. Was that more intelligence, or is that... do they want some speediness with the haste? Oh, it's charisma. Gee, I don't know where I got that from. Okay, so Spoken Heart has a little bit of defense, but Sunny Breeze is more intelligence. I guess it really depends on what infusion I want to give them. Maybe we'll do Sunny Breeze so I can make sure they get that infusion of the golden feather. Let's do that. Okay, perfect. Yep, that all goes according to plan. And one more of this. Alright, that's the charisma sorted out. And now to round out the intelligence. Do we not have enough room? Oh, because that... we did get it. Okay. I forgot that that infusion does a negative to intelligence, so we really had to fight to get that back. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Good to know, good to know. In exchange, a ritualistically prepared drink, just for you. Perfect. Almost worth stealing. Let's keep it at almost. Who bet you? A vampire. Why? Because we were fighting. Why? Because I stole a cape. But you're not wearing a cape. It's another vampire's cape. I was hired to retrieve it, and she got in the way. So you killed her? Yes. Why? Because she tried to eat me. Probably because you broke in. Dude, I would be so pissed if I just fought for my life halfway across the country, made my way back, exhausted, and the first thing I have to interact with is a 10-year-old. A very inquisitive 10-year-old. And I was already not a very talkative person. Was it the vampire at Morrow Castle? Yes. Oh, I heard that one is scary. Was she scary? Look at her tail. No. Were there a lot of traps? Yes. Did you trigger a lot of traps? No. You're lying. What kind of traps were there? Where are your parents? Dead. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, Zephyr's got tears in their eyes. It's okay. It's already been this many years since they died. Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7 years. Oh, so they died when she was 3? So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay. Did you revenge them? No, they got eaten by zombies. And the zombies got eaten by a T-Rex. Not a lot left to revenge. That's interesting, Melina. Yeah, right? I think it's a very cool origin story. And there's T-Rex. Like, we're just skirting over the presence of dinosaurs in this world. That's awesome. It is indeed. Melina, is that your name? Yes. You can also call me Melly. That's my undercover name. It's not a very good undercover name. Then you shouldn't be telling it to people. It's okay, you seem very nice. What's your name? Blaze. Is that his name, Innkeeper? We just met, Melly. You know what I'm saying? So I feel partially responsible for how beat up Zephyr got. So is that his name? I will say yes, because I feel like we're responsible a little bit. So let's give them one favor. Really? He doesn't look like a Blaze. More like a Dave. But it's okay. Your parents couldn't have known that. Blaze it is. So Blaze, tell me more about that vampire killing. I'd like to hear about it as well. Fine. Rewrote the name to Blaze. No. Wait, is it correct in the book still? Oh no. Oh wait. But I liked Zephyr more. Oh well. That's awesome. Fine, but I don't feel comfortable with the kid being here. Excuse me? I'm the greatest detective of our generation, and I can handle your PG vampire story just fine. Thank you very much. We're not of the same generation. It's just a fancy way of saying of all time, Blaze. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I see. I didn't understand the reference that was being made here. Okay, detective of our generation, and then Blaze was like, we're not the same age. Got it. I won't be held responsible if anyone calls Child Protective Services on you. They bring me where? To my parents? Right. How about you just tell us how you ended up fighting the vampire? More importantly, defeating her. You did defeat her, right? Do I look dead to you? A little. The journey to Morrow Castle was simple. I encountered some of her horrid creatures along the way. Their maws were full of so many teeth, counting them would have taken my entire lifetime. How long is an echo's lifetime anyway? Do earth echoes live longer than fire echoes? I don't know. Does the primordial sea make you age slower? I don't know. I've never been there. You're an Erica, right? Do you swim in the sea or do you flow through it? I don't swim. But then how can you visit the primordial sea? I don't. I live in Gaia. I have no desire to move to another plane, nor to analyze my lifespan. Perhaps you can return to your recap? Iron Treads escaped. Is that a Pokemon? There's no way. Iron Treads. Sorry, the Pokemon bot will say Pokemon names, and I'm like, that is a Pokemon. It's a Paradox Pokemon. I don't, what the fuck does that mean? Maybe it's like a version of, it looks a little bit like, not Rhydon. It looks like a Concern. But back on the ranch, let me get focused again. Let's see, what was I up to? Ooh, I'm noticing an ad wants to play in a couple minutes. Let's go ahead and take a super quick break. Let me save so I don't, there we go, have any trouble. Excellent. Hey chat, let's take a super quick break just to let the ad play, but maybe about 5 minutes or so, and we'll be back, okay? Alright, get some water, stretch, do what you gotta do. See you soon. welcome back from the break. Hope everyone got to stretch, get some water, do something. But yep, we are back at it, and we are learning about Blaze's battle with Evelyn at the castle. Right, Lady Evelyn's Monsters of Terror. Your teeth could not pierce my armor of ice, and more ice. My strength is no match for them. My strength is no match for them. What? Their teeth could not pierce my armor of ice and more ice, and my strength was no match for them. This is phrased like their strength is really good, but this my strength is no match for them usually means that their strength is less than theirs. I'm a little confused by this. You're not wearing any armor. It melted. So that's so cool. That means the infusions I put in the drinks do directly impact the fights, even if the person didn't ask for them. That's awesome. It does that. Side effects of the vampiric ingredients. What? What? So you made it to the castle and then you fell into her traps? Or her pond? Neither. Both. Nevertheless, I finally made it inside after clashing with the living gargoyles at her gates. I knew that trying to sneak around and find the cape anywhere other than in her presence was pointless. So I made my way straight to the colossal ballroom, where she was already waiting for me. So he got to the fight without the benefit of the shields. So I think what's left would have been the strength, maybe? It was covered in mirrors displaying only myself and the cape that had been carelessly flung over a cello chair. What a nice reception. It was malevolent. Her fangs were gleaming in the flickering candlelight of her chandeliers. And her mocking greeting was full of malice and bloodlust. We both knew why I was there. And we both believed we were the ones who would walk away with blood on their hands. Your hands are surprisingly clean. I washed them in a river. Almost got crushed by a star in the process. Knocked me right into the armor of some strange seraph woman. She gave me a lecture on fighting the undead without divinity. As if vampires don't have divine origins themselves. But she mended my wounds, so... most of them. The fight was brutal. We broke many mirrors, many bones. I was sure she wouldn't relent, so I tried to tire her out until daybreak. But then, suddenly, her fangs were in my arm, draining the blood from my veins. While she regained her strength through the life she was stealing from me, I felt the doors of Twat open before me. But my own strength didn't completely leave my body, not yet. I used my last ounce of slowly fading consciousness to break an ice spike off my armor and pierce it straight through her wicked heart. Hey, so the infusion did help. It melted in my hands as her blood slowly turned to ash. And at last, the cape was mine. Well done. That sounds like a fight worth bleeding for. I shall carry it with me forever. Couldn't you have just asked her for the cape? He looks so done. No. Why not? I'm a rogue. I don't ask, I take. I'm gonna check when Zephyr, now Blaze, showed up on the screen. I got a... what's the word? Oh lord, you can do this. When Zephyr showed up on the screen, I got an achievement. Let's see what it is. Okay, it was called Rogue. I've got a different screen open that you can't see. Happy birthday, love you. Thank you, dancing. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let's Dancing and hype, I love it. Walter Tata appears, perfect timing to join the party. But let's see. So Rogue, it says 6.2% of players have this achievement. Will it tell me about it? Interesting how rare that is. Does that mean it's hard to... Oh, maybe not a lot of people took that exact path that I did? View my achievements. It's not telling me about the achievement even though I got it. Interesting. It's the rarest achievement I have in the game so far. Huh. Oh well. Moving on. Looks like Tavern Talk still on sale. Maybe? Oh, nope, I can't read. It's still featured, so maybe it is, but it was on sale at the beginning of the month. I appreciate you. Thanks. I'm a rogue, I don't ask, I take. So you're a thief? Yes. That's great, I need someone to mentor me in thievery. You'd be perfect for that. I thought you were a detective. I have many talents. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm not a babysitter. And I'm not a baby. You're the size of one. Alright, let's stick with the vampires for now. I'm curious, where did you find that dagger? She had it on her, attempted to strike me with it several times. It fell to the ground when she crumbled to dust. I picked it up out of respect for the fight she put up, a memory of a battle well fought. Did her clothes also turn to dust? Yes. So she left nothing else behind? Nothing but the dagger and a wound on my arm. And a vial of blood. A vial of blood? Yes. I seemingly was able to resist the destructive force of her undoing. And the destructive force of hitting the floor. Weirdly enough, it also had a label on it. It read, "Blood of the first vampire. Mike." Mike? Mike. That's such a fucking funny name for the first vampire. Mike. It was a deeper red than I had ever seen, and it almost seemed alive. What a strange thing to have on you. Maybe she thought you were planning to steal that too, and wanted to protect it with her life. Which she did, I guess. Certainly sounds valuable. Are you going to pawn it? No. I left it there. Put it back in its display case. I have no interest in blood vials or vampire mythology. Then how did you know vampires are divine? Common sense. You don't strike me as someone with a lot of that. Well, it seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. Do you think the story got better because the drink we gave Blaze was charisma and intelligence based? I'm lucky I survived. Once more. One more bite and I never would have made it out alive. Did you think you might die? When you took the quest, I mean. It's always a possibility. Then why would you go? Death is inevitable. Such is life. At least you found the cape. I'm sure that other vampire will be happy to have it back. I don't care. I just did my job. Speaking of which, Mel's right. Kyle would be very happy to have his beloved cape returned. Would I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had? Not enough blood left in your bones? I don't think any blood is in my bones. Not usually. Fine. I'll do a direct delivery just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain. Try looking around Zenith. They can't have gotten far yet. What are they investigating? The Starry Rain, as far as I know. That's what I was investigating. We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. I already drew a map of all the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they can help extend it further, or even find the culprit of this curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go and find them. For your cape and for my notes. Character information by Melly. I'm going alone. You do whatever. I don't need a sidekick. Wait for me! See you soon, Innkeeper. See you soon, Melly. What did we get for Melly? Oh. I'll find out next time. Alright, so it's not raining today. Our birds are over here. The fireflies are back. One sheep. Little dragon. Okay, not a lot of big changes. Let's go. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Chapter 7. Crossroads of 3. Third of the Astral Move. I hope we see Fable again. It's been too long. Oh, okay. Just wait a second. I'm reading Millie's entry. Melly. Luca Keen 10. She heard a detective from Zenith got a good to the star. Melina might be young, but she's already an aspiring detective and probably smarter than quite a few of my customers. She's a sweet and curious kid, despite her parents meeting an early tragic end. It's exceptionally hard not to like her, and it seems not even edgy rogues can resist her charm. Oh, that's actually really cute. Good morning. Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. Blaze looks like he hasn't had a moment of peace. That's so funny. What have you both been up to today? Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such. I was not dilly-dallying. He was. It goes well with the brooding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Okay, so if a sparkly suggests an infusion, which is pretty funny. Okay. Well, we've only got one drink that maxes out intelligence, and the charisma's close behind, so the one thing that's too bad about it is it has significantly less dexterity than this drink does. Like, Sunny Breeze is a well-rounded drink, but I would like to give her exactly what she asks for. I think that's important. I will get that in there. There we go. Perfect. Get some of that going. I think it's 2 dabs of charisma. Yep. One more. Did they name what each of these infusions are called? Ignis does strength. Cantio is charisma. Pluma is dexterity. Tempest, intelligence. Frigus, defense. I'm not gonna remember this. Ignis for strength. Cantio, charisma. Pluma, dexterity. Pluma, Ignis, Cantio. Defenses? I don't know. What was it? Defenses? Frigus. Okay, close. And Tempest. Frigus, Tempest. Plumus, Ignis. Contentus? And Cantio. Alright. What am I on about? Is this done? This looks done. Oh, no, we need one more. One more from Tempest. Sparkling Nebula. That's the one. These must not be like alcoholic beverages. A fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you. This is just the right amount of sparkle. Happy to hear it. Please, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. So, has the cave found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe. He seemed pretty excited to me. He should be, it fits him well. Almost like it was made for him. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber, with Thagard's fangs, but they were much tinier. A common misconception. Where did you find him? At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a fallen star. That sounds morbidly interesting. It was. I overheard some priests say they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it, because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples. They do. The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. They were asking around to see if the priests knew anything about the star reign. Did they? No. I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out Olithia, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise. Scandalous. I know, right? But in the end it was all okay. The others forgave him and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently he really loves the humidity in the temple. That's so funny. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows. We? Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate. I'm no such thing. I'm glad that the vampire bites are gone. I was kind of worried about that. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo. Thank you. How did you find the right moment to give Kyle escape? Did you show all of those heightened emotions? We didn't. She got caught. I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't. It wasn't a pillar, it was a tall vase. I felt very well hidden when Olithia suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that its altar is built from a 1,000-year-old oak? I didn't. That's fascinating. It is. She also told me I have to work on my stealth. That being small wasn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience. Better not tell her that. Better not. So, are you going to work on it? Yes, Blaze is going to show me the ropes. Is he now? Have to. You'll get herself killed otherwise. Aw, this is so cute. It's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also, very nice of you. So, would you say your investigation was a success? Kind of. We gotta see how clueless the other investigators are and return to the cave to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything about the stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them. A dangerous, if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? You have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend? Of course, I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them. Really? That's scary. Of course it is. So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters? No. They were much worse than that. He's so dramatic. What is it? Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course, same as last time. Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. That I do not remember what I made. Let's see. This one I believe is the max charisma drink we've got. Ooh. Oh. He said same as last time. This was what I gave him last time. The delicious sunny breeze will melt your tensions and blow away your stresses, leading to enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes. Tastes like a pleasant wind flowing through the woods on a warm summer day. Very popular on bards and rangers. Spoken Heart, on the other hand, sweet and sparkling in taste, the Spoken Heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. Charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. Gotcha. Okay, I think we have to do this one. It's not the same drink, right? But it is maxed out. They specifically mentioned they were having trouble with their words, so I think this might be good. It sucks because this is such a good, like, rogue drink. Because it's got the dexterity and intelligence, but this one's... He might get into a fight after this. Before, he was just being sneaky in the daylight. Now, this might actually come in handy, so let's be a little risky with it. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, the chilies give fire protection and boost 2 of the stats that we need. Alright, what's cool is we couldn't go wrong either way. We could give him the ice armor that he had before that served him so well, or we could give him fire resistance, both of which go put the stats where we need them. I forgot what that new one does. Oh, it's haste. I don't want him to leave her behind, so we're not going to do haste. We have a theme where we're giving everyone fire resistance lately. I think we have to do it. Alright, so now we just need... Anto? Is that this one? I swear I'm gonna get the name right. Cantio, very close. Just need some Cantio. One more. So same as last time, but completely different drink with completely different boosts. A drink just for you. Thanks. How is it? Fine. That means it's perfect. So, where was I? Ah, right. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I just joined the Shadow Banes and was eager to prove myself. It's said there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravelmac, the dangerous mountain range in eastern Izoa. Said Gravelmac? Oh, mountains look like very sharp pointy rocks jutting out of the ground like spears being thrust into the earth. The mountains mark the northern edge of the Saye Plains and block the way further north into the Forbidden Valley like a natural gate. The Gravelmac lies completely barren and desolate, lifeless and silent. No flora can be seen upon rocks, no fauna moving across its terrain. Despite all of this, Some may find the gravel mech tranquil, not terrifying, but instead rather calm and relaxing, in its own eerie way. Okay. Interesting. Hidden treasure trove is full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there, the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Didn't you say this was when he was young? Oh, younger. Younger, and your current age is 25. Okay, so teens maybe? Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons, but I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I'll never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. They sound kinda cute. They were not cute. If you say so. Maybe one day I'll encounter some. Pray you never will. Ooh, this is the first time we've gotten a rumor in a hot minute. Deep in the Gravimac hide long lost treasures and terrifying bleak stalkers, though the verdict is still out on their cuteness level. That's funny. Oh, I thought that someone was gonna join him. Ah, Care, Puppet Master. And keep him a drink, will ya? I'm gonna right up, Care. Any preferences? Usual. Something strong and powerful. Exactly. I was hoping Care would see Millie. I want to check with that. We just got Puppet Master. 19% of players have this achievement. Kinda looks like a mouse holding a cup. These all look like constellations, by the way. Ah, so this one's less rare than the rogue achievement we got. Alright, so something strong. A Southern Brawler has been the go-to this entire time. It's the only drink we've got that's in the strength category. Okay, alright, so as far as infusions go, we don't need dexterity, don't need intelligence. Alright, so the ice shield could be pretty good, fire resistance could be pretty good. Those are the only two that won't throw off the whole vibe. Okay. We've given Care fire resistance a lot. Let's mix it up a bit. What's the name of those pine cones? Frozen pine cones. Gosh darn it. Alright, Ignis. We'll put Ignis and Fergus. Let's see. I am noticing on this little like heating pad there's a shape that looks a lot like a tree, but it's got some sort of spiral in the middle. Interesting. I was just kind of curious if it was like some sort of sigil that made this magic work. Let's see, so we've got the strength maxed out. Alright. Antio for the charisma. And that's Southern Brawler. Ta-da! A drink. You have a messed up definition of strong. Is this not strong? Strength lies in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, and yours need a prescription. What did I do? You said strong, didn't you? Just being dramatic. Oh, okay, this is just an introduction for another recipe. Dude, I was getting so pissed. I was like, I've been making perfect drinks this whole time. Alright, perfect. A scripted diss on my drink mixing is acceptable. I'll take it. Say and keep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, got one for me? You bet. That's what my Baba used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Sailor's courage? Oh, look at that. That's dope. His little strong arm, those abs in the cup. Oh, that's so cool. The sailor's courage gives even the driest landlubber the qualities of a good sailor. A lot of strength, dash of defense, a shot of charisma, and the inability to know fear. A perfect all-rounder. Well, almost. Who needs common sense anyway? Spinach not included. That's actually a really dope drink. Wow. So now we've got options. That's cool. And this opens up some of the infusions that open up that do pluses to dexterity. Yeah, good shit. I don't know a lot of people who will want Southern Brawler over that, I'll be honest. It's the exact same drink, but just the one more point in dexterity. Thank you, Carrie. So, since you're here in my tavern unharmed and in somewhat good spirits, I'm guessing you survived your encounter with the Wyvern Chimera? Did. Obviously. So we picked the option to just talk it out. We gave him bonuses in intelligence, which was a huge gamble. But it worked out. Congratulations. You encountered a chimera? Sure did. Lived to tell the tale, too. You or the chimera? Both? Cool. Are you a beast slayer? I am. Though this time, no beast was slain. I'm Caroline. You? Melly, the greatest detective in the whole wide world, and this is my assistant. Your assistant got a name? Malachite. I see. So Melly, you're interested in chimeras? Did Malachite get updated in the book? Yes! This is my favorite bit. This is my absolute favorite bit, though we are quickly updating our notes every time they give us a new alias. Phenomenal. Okay. So Melly, are you interested in chimeras? I'm interested in everything, chimeras especially. If you like, I'll tell you. A sneaky innkeep and your punk in crime over there, how I smarted one. Yes, please. I would love that. Well, alright, strap in tight then. Our friendly innkeep here sent me on a quest to collect some saliva from the Wyvern Chimera in Quag Mangrove. It's a key ingredient for vampire sunscreen. That makes sense. The issue is, the marshlands the Chimera's home turf. There's no way I could outfight it in its own domain. I went the route of trickery. My Baba always said all the chimeras he encountered enjoyed some good subterfuge. I ain't really the brainy type, but I thought, even if I failed, it might be entertained enough to help me anyhow. Needed to pick a clever approach, of course, so I did the only reasonable thing to do in this situation. I talked to a mouse. A mouse? A mouse? Found one local to the marshland, offered him a bunch of cheese. He agreed to help me out. It was pretty easy to convince. Why a mouse? Everyone knows chimeras are afraid of mice, a dummy. Exactly. I thought if it was scared, it might use its 3 brains less. So I dressed up the mouse in the best wizard regalia I could find and made myself invisible. You can do that? Not usually, but the innkeep's drinks come with great perks. Oh fuck yeah, dude, these infusions are great. I have to use them every chance I get. They do indeed. Though I do not recall granting you invisibility. Yeah, invisibility might be too strong a word. But with the wits I got from your drink, I remembered something. Chimeras have a hard time discerning between different shades of green. Ooh, I think I know where this is going. Not quite the hand in camouflage, so I figured I'd put it to good use. I gathered some underbrush, sticks, and leaves and made some glue from tree resin and spit. Spit? Everything holds together better with spit. Let me jot that down. Sure thing, kiddo. So, I put it all together into a cloak of camouflage. Put some mud on my face and was ready to go. So, dressed up and camouflaged, Mouse and I, unseen, approached the Chimera. I was resting near a muddy stream, and two of its heads were in deep discussion about the sanctity of canon compliance. What kind of heads did it have? Besides the dragon one, obviously. Classic lion and snakehead combo. Of course, all of them heard us approaching. First, they seemed curious, but all three of them froze up when they saw the mouse. Little thing looked mighty tall with his improvised wizard hat. I stayed right behind him, making his footsteps sound heavy. My camouflage seemed to work. The different shades of green and brown made me blend into the marshy landscape. From up close, I could see the Chimera trying to hide its fear as the mouse drew nearer. Eyes started the show. The mouse, or me, same thing at that point, loudly announced that he was a great wizard. And he had come to collect spellcasting ingredients for his plane switching spell. He was prepared to fight, but was willing to bargain if the Chimera valued its life. To underline his power and everything, I even made him float on my invisible hand. Luckily for me, the Chimera was more than ready to take up the offer. Though it did briefly argue with itself on whether fleeing was the better option. The snake wanted to fight, but only until the mouse growled. Or I growled. One and the same, really. So the great mouse mage stated his conditions in no uncertain terms. 1 bucket of saliva, and in return, he would leave the Chimera in peace forever. Helped a lot that he could summon the bucket out of thin air. Briefly lost my sanity when there was more in-creature arguing, but finally the Chimera agreed. It filled the bucket with plenty of saliva within a disturbingly quick time frame. I was kind of wondering about that. I was like, what, did he just sit there in fear spitting in the bucket? Happy to have avoided any monumental violence, the mouse wizard and his bucket of valuable Chimera saliva floated away, promising that he would keep his honorable word. What an incredible ruse. Guess I got some of my Baba's brains and charm after all. More than some, it seems. Let's not get too carried away. Once we were out of sight, I had to keep up my own end of the deal, of course. After getting out of my camouflage, I thanked the mouse and gave him the enormous amount of cheese I had promised. Wouldn't that much cheese be way too heavy for a single mouse to carry? Turns out the mouse was actually a wizard after all. Had some sort of dimensional pocket he could store it in. Disappeared with the cheese and just left its ridiculous hat with me. That's so funny. I love everything about the story. Bid me farewell, or I could ask him why he hadn't said something sooner about the whole wizard thing, you know? Ah, the typical mouse with a wizard hat, I see. I prefer the detectives personally. Mouse detective, I see what they did there. Me too. Afterwards, I thought I was in the clear. When suddenly, I felt something breathing heavily right behind me. When I turned around, I was looking right into the scaly eyes of a wyvern chimera. Apparently, I had wanted to know where the wizard would take his leave, so that it could move to a more secure spot. Thought I was about to be smoke. But apparently, Bob was right. They do like a good ruse. So it wasn't mad? No, it was amused, impressed even. In return for making its week, it let me live and left me with some strange words. Strange words? Stranger than a talking dragon head? I mean, that's kind of what dragonheads do, right? Not sure. Maybe they do typically speak in prophecies. Prophecies? That's what it said it was given me. It said, hope will fall and hope will rise. A hero will tether its final tread, burying the past and keeping the dead. Sounded like a bunch of shit to me. How blasphemous. Didn't say it wasn't real. Why do they gotta make these things so cryptic? Ain't no one got time to interpret this kind of stuff. That's the thing with prophecies. No need to interpret them. You realize exactly what they mean soon enough. Why didn't that become a rumor? What hero do you think it was talking about? No clue. I bet it's you. I ain't no hero. I think you might be, Gary. You know what would be very heroic of you? What? You brought the saliva to Kyle the vampire. I'm sure his happiness about finally being able to walk in the sun again will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? I've noticed the innkeep never leaves the tavern. Did anyone else notice that? He never leaves. Even if it's like something very simple, like to turn something into someone who's in town or to walk out, he does not leave. I am wondering, I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm putting together all of these like little pieces. These little crumbs that we're collecting about the innkeep. And there's something happening. I don't know if he's, I'm not gonna go as far as to say that he's like cursed to not leave the tavern. Something's interesting here. My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Maybe they are cursed to stay in the tavern. You say domain? Domain. Are we like some sort of god? Like some sort of lesser god? That'd be a little dramatic, but I think it's possible. Fine. Might as well. Guess I owe that leech a thanks for providing me with this strange adventure. Did you have fun? It was fun? Yes, I'll admit it, it was fun. Just wish I could tell my Bob all about it. But you make a good stand-in, innkeep. Thank you, I try. Now, any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? Last saw him with a guy at temple. The priests might know where he went. I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade it. Information, I mean. For what? Can you teach me how to use a greatsword? That's it? Sure thing. Right now? Is right now okay? I've got the time. It might take you more than one lesson, though. That's okay. I've also got time. It's a deal then. I'll show you the basics and you tell me where to find the vampire. Yippee. Melly is running a hustle. She is learning how to be a rogue, how to use a greatsword. She's ready. She's diversifying. She's cross-training. That is, if your assistant is alright with that. Don't care. Not my circus, not my monkey. Okay, kiddo, let's go. Inky, can we use your front yard? Of course. Go wild. Will do. Are you coming too, Mal? No, I'll stay here and have another drink. Okay, you can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills? Not yet, but I'm sure something will come up. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon. I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wit, stealthiness, and giant swords. I think we're gonna give her not a lie of a quest, but I think that would be like the best thing to do. She's 10 years old. I know you will. But first I gotta practice. See you later. I like her ambition. I I like her naivety. Someone would call it optimism. A waste of time. Illusions get you nowhere. You would know. Damn. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all. Coming right up. So we are getting sweet in the mix. So we definitely need to do this one because sweet is in the description. Let's see. Sweet and sparkling to the taste. Sunny breeze is what we gave them the first day. Not seeing any sweet there. We'll do spoken heart. We'll do that. Okay. Now, we don't know what he's gonna go out and do. We do know that the fire chilies and the frozen pine cones buff strength and defense, which both are in this drink. Excuse me. Can't do the golden feathers because that buffs dexterity and that's not in this drink. Definitely can't do... What are these called? Thunder Sage. Definitely can't do Thunder Sage because that doubles. That's 2 entire points in intelligence. We have been given no indication on what they want to work on next, what the next quest is going to be. I don't know what dangers could befall him. They most recently benefited greatly from the frozen pine cones. We'll do the fire resistance. Something tells me doing the same thing twice isn't gonna have the results we want. Let's do this one. Yep. Alright, we'll get the Cantio and... Should be one more, right? Yep. Spoken heart, there it is. That's probably too spicy. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. They're so cute. If I had to pick a favorite character, they're up there. But there's so many good ones, but they're up there. Whenever they are adorable, it's so good. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. You should be. So, Malachite, just leave me to my pondering. Got it. So he keeps coming back and just spend oh yes, yes. Yeah, okay. I'm so excited. We haven't seen Fable in so long. What's really great is Malachite, when they first showed up, they mentioned that they were watching the In from a Distance and referenced Fable as the cute green one. We have never gotten a positive descriptor on anybody else from them. I really hope that this could be something cute. Hiya Inkeep. Hiya Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course I had to check on all of the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that. Let's see. Abel's 110. They're so positive and optimistic for being 110. I don't know, in my head just like long age translates into bitterness. Maybe that's not the best view. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes, the werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like that happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I've already got an idea. 1,000 wins! But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. Let's look at it. Oh, look at this. Yep, charisma and defense. Swept open the 1,000 winds, you become as charming and elusive as their elemental messengers. Somehow, that feels exactly like resting on a tropical island. Enjoying a refreshing drink and pleasant company. Its airy swirls are perfect for avoiding unwanted questions. Interesting. So it's very charismatic, but like in a defensive way. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. But everyone just seems to be okay with it. That's like the funny thing about not natural disasters, but like huge changes. People just like adapt very, very quickly to things and embrace things as normal that maybe probably shouldn't be. But I get what they're saying. I asked one of my sisters about it and she said, who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes. Actually, I'm noticing a theme that there's this like, it's an odd mix about complacency, like a commentary on complacency and groupthink and the bystander effect, and that, you know, someone else will take care of it. You know, like enough people witnessed it, enough people experienced it, someone else will take care of it. And some of these characters have like a negative opinion about the people who run around, or the fixer type of people. This is interesting. I wonder where this is gonna go. I don't even know if you could put them back. You can never put back what's lost. But you can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right, but it still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. Well, they're sad. Just happy everyone is okay. Did you check on Carrie yet? She should be hacking my terrace. Wait. She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. Oh, okay. I did. Outside on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. Malachite is not saying anything. he's just here for the vibes, I guess. She tried to rope me into their greatsword training. Did you accept? I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Alright chat, it looks like an ad wants to play, so that means it's break time so no one misses out on any of the gameplay. Alright. We'll take another 5 minutes or so. Stretch, stand up if you can, get some water. Take care of yourselves, but I'll see you in 5 minutes. Alrighty. See ya. Hello, welcome back from the break. I took an extra minute because I needed to get some tea for my vocal cords. I forget how much talking I do during visual novel games like this. I don't even know if is this a visual novel? What's that like? Yeah, I always make stuff up. Anything with a lot of reading. I made vanilla caramel black tea. Oh, that's good. Alright, back at it. I've been waiting to get these two on the same screen this entire game. I've been living for this. Let's see how this goes. I'm not really a sword kind of elf. It was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing alright. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon. Remember, chat, Mr. Dragon is Carolyn's uncle. The one who became a werewolf and ran away and stole the family money without telling anyone. But they've worked some stuff out, so they're good. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. Celebrate our well-being, despite the absurdity of this world. How about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 wins, was it? In case I run into more people in need of help on the way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. Alright. 1,000 wins, let's have it. That's specifically that one drink, you got it. Alright, I want to give them an infusion. They want to be able to be helpful. So let's do... Let's see. This will give haste. Let's see. Inhumanly fast. I don't know if they need that. The benefit to this one is inspiration to motivate people. This one is frost armor. Physical and magical defense with the frost armor. Fake crystals invisibility. Now, once they mentioned the invisibility is an indeterminate time, I think it's a little more reliable than I thought it was. I was led to believe because description doesn't suggest anything about that. Very helpful for avoiding fights entirely. I don't know if that's going to be good for helping people, but Phoenix Chili helps a bunch when fighting draconic creatures, but does not protect against lava. Alright, that didn't really give me too much of a gleam there. Okay, we can't have any strength bonus, so it can't be these two. Can't have intelligence bonus, can't have this one. Ooh, this one... Yep, this is the only boost I can give. Okay. Because all of them have pluses and minuses, and this is the only one that doesn't interfere with the drink composition. So this is the most defense we need, so we don't need Pluma. We do need Cantio, though, to get our charisma up. 1 and 2. Perfect. No Ignis, but we do need Frigio? Frigus. It was Frigus. Oop. Again, missed. 1,000 wins. That's it. Thank you, Andu. Only once did Andu get really sparkly when he said a drink was ready. But does that mean we didn't make a good one? Looks good, though. That looks good. A breezy drink inspired by you and your kindness. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. He makes the best drinks, right? Yes, 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 they're gonna talk to each other. Yeah, I'm so excited. They're... okay. Really? You actually think that? Or is this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that for a lot for some reason. They taste good. As good as things can taste when you're, me. Well said, thank you. That was actually really cute. By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot. You're also an incredibly courageous and capable hero. That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things it can bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? I'm Malachite. Interesting. So we're sticking with the current name. Got it. Oh, you're Mal. I mean, Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about a Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. Did you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this, but I think you should be honest with her and with yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zoford? Okay, that thing in Zoford could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face people's possible consequences for their honesty. Take a little gander. There are a lot of people in Zoford. Someone is bound to know something about the missing familiars. What are they hiding? Okay, so there's 2 of these. Missing familiars. Yeah, that's it. Those are the only 2 that specifically mention of familiars. What is the business about? Nope, that's really it. Sounds like Zoford is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or 2 out for future developments. Zoford isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Fizoa. It is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No. Not mine, but Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking. This quest? That Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No, I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young, so they can accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with that fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that as grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it? We can make the world a better place for them instead. I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. Fable just went on their first quest at 110 years old, by the way. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations? Sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide is in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me, nor anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck. See you around. With less horrors, I hope. See, I think this is very realistic. I've been so excited to see them on the same screen. But I completely understand that they should not get along the first time they talk. They shouldn't. They have two very different lived experiences, have two very different personalities, very different goals. Would they be good for each other? Like, to challenge each other's worldviews? Yes. But that is not day one territory. Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zoford is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. There's little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews. I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You've got my 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything. Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I may not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe. That is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me. But with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps. Though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel really bad about having to go back home. Don't worry, go home. Fix the many things that worry you, as long as you come back. Oh, they're so cute. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. It's so cute. Alright, that sheep. Birds are hiding from the rain under the little water well awning. I forgot what you call that. But oh, that's so cute. Let's see what else is going. Sorry, I just got very distracted. I don't know if it's meant to happen, but if I circle my mouse, it changes the shape of it. You can't see it on this. Wait a second. No, you don't see it on the stream. Interesting. To describe what's happening, if I do like 3 tight circles, my mouse goes from being the small in-game pointer to a much larger mouse. But if I go, is it goes clockwise or versus counterclockwise or anything? Nope, it's just the same. Huh. Oh well. Alright, Act 2, Starlight Sonata. 8. New Horizons. 4th of the Astral Moon. How many acts do we think there are? Typically plays have 5 acts, right? Have so many characters. Good mythical morning? Can you say that? I can't. That's too funny. Okay. Anyone not familiar, it is a very famous and historied podcast on YouTube. And it's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Oh, they look mischievous. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not really relative, but also flexible. Oh, time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time I have actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And, did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. Oh, who's this? Wait, someone else? No, wait, hold on. Okay, no, it's the same person. I thought for some reason, I thought the font changed color, but maybe not. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it is. Is that a fucking word? I'm looking this up. Theopractically? Practical. Yeah. It's theoretically. I don't think this is a real word. No, it keeps giving me definitions for theoretically. In Tavern Talk, Hex's favorite word is theopractically, which means practically in theory. That is so funny. That's so good that Tavern Talk is one of the first results for the word theopractically. Didn't mean to spoil this person's name, but I needed to know. I needed to know if it was a real word. Theopractically? Practically in theory. Duh. That makes sense. I get it. You do? Of course I do. Interesting. That's suspicious. Are you mayhaps also a person of magic? Well, I do make magical drinks. Enchanted mixology. That indeed is niche. Say, innkeeper, did something you make ever explode? Occasionally. Heck yeah, welcome to the club. I think I blow something up at least once or twice a week. I'm Hex, by the way. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. Just innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, innkeeper. That is weird. Why don't we have a name? I've never thought of this. Now I'm suspicious. Alright, well then, innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something, something that'll make me focus more, and perhaps help me better understand the primordial vortex? Gotcha. Alright, so they want to focus, and I'm imagining intelligence in this. So we've got Sunny Breeze. It's not maxed out intelligence, but that is Sparkling Nebula. A distilled flavor of the cosmos, sparkling. Oh, it does say the cosmos. I don't think the cosmos is the primordial sea, though. Maybe it is. The sparkling nebula fizzes in your tongue and rewires your synapses, inspiring great ideas and even greater stories. Storytellers and scholars alike can broaden their horizons with this taste of the stars. Okay, yeah, this has gotta be it. Because we've talked a lot about how the primordial sea is like a mirror of... Is it Saladonia? What's that? Oh gosh, I forget the name. The stars fell. Cassiopeia, that's what it was. Cassiopeia and the primordial sea are two different, possibly mirrored planes. I haven't quite figured that one out. But they are two different like sources of magic and cosmos related things, so sparkling nebula it is. Alright, we'll make this one. I am gonna give them a boost. Yes, we'll give them this. We'll give them some of the sage, because what does the sage do again? Sage gives inspiration. Oh, good shit. Yep, that's what we need. Alright, so Cantio. And one more of the Cantio. Perfect. And the Tempest. Sparkling Nebula. Yes, he does get the little twinkles when this drink is done. I think if anyone would recognize what we do, a mage might. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing. I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial seawater too. Never mind. Explanation would be too complex to grasp, so... what complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me. I do love this window. Every single night has been a little bit different, the view. And with the stars being gone from the Great Fall, it's been raining almost every night, but we do get the sense that there are no stars. But to keep this still visually interesting, we have all these dust motes and everything everywhere. It's so good. It's so good. Alright, back to Hex though. Do we have pronouns for Hex yet? Let's see. He, him, here we go. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Oh, Jesus. God. Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Ah! Without structure, there was no chaos, and thus, there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in this world. Who is this? Who are you? They've got a tie and a top hat. A fucking Dunsdale Dimmadome top hat. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad. And to you, innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. There's fish. There's fish on this fabric. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to be still conscious. So you're undead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755? That's brutally long. So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up, and walked on. Nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd arisen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? Yeah, we have actually rumors about that. There are more like you out there? Of course, undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go on my own way. Tell me about Scully. Have a scroll bar chat. No idea on time. He, him. An archivist. Everbloom Archives. Chaotic Neutral. The Magician. Scully is a Maida, and the personification of a gentleman, and he's all dead. Or at least he was dead for quite some time before he rose again, but contrary to his fellow undead, he returned conscious. Going south, I passed through Zorford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Okay, I'm starting to see this is a pattern here. Though, got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. You able to fill me in on the Zorford gossip? Well, apparently, a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Zorford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves in the moon at night. That would be terrifying. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. A bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. Let's read up on that rumor though, I'm a little curious. Sure. Zorford's docks are a popular viewpoint for animals interested in a nighttime vista. Surely only a sea witch can be responsible for this. Zorford's having a fucking time. Is that where all the familiars are going? That's gotta be something, right? Undead in the West, though we don't have a new card for that. This looks interesting. The undead in the West definitely are connected to this guy, but these three are definitely connected to Zorford. Okay. So they want charisma. I have to read the chat again. So they want charisma, charm, and appeal to loosen their non-existent tongue. Okay, we gotta pick our recipe. Charm and charisma. We got two. That could be pretty good for this. I don't know if he's gonna be in fights, right? So I think we're gonna do Sunny Breeze and do that intelligence and charisma. Let's keep poking around. Ooh, Spoken Heart though. So we actually have 3 goddamn drinks that max out charisma. Alright, don't panic, don't panic. Okay, charm and appeal. I don't think we can go wrong with this. Let's see. Charm and appeal. This one seems to be good for relaxing somebody. Bards and Rangers. This one though seems to be good for navigating conversations, because this one does specifically mention avoiding unwanted questions. Let's see. And this one, though, is sweet and sparkling. Broken Heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. Charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individual. This person isn't emotionally repressed. This seems good. No, something really wants me to boost his intelligence aggressively. Like, it just fits his character so well. This feels a bit more like him. This feels exactly like resting on a tropical island, enjoying a refreshing drink in pleasant company. Let's go with this one. I feel like I've been making so many of this because it's a new drink, but this seems like a good fit for him. We can do this one. The one that makes you fast. I don't know if we need that. Ooh, it's actually the only one we can make. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. No Pluma. We've got enough dexterity, but we do need Frigis. Thousand wins. A real charmer. Just for you. Jolly. I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know. I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. I didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now. That type hardly counts. Agreed. It's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did. Yes, if I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could. Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no, you didn't. Thanks. Bye. Do we know who his sister is? No. Hexagon Hex. Half-elf. Energetic young fella. Indeed. There we go. I got there a second too soon. Hex is a very impulsive wizard who loves chaos and everything unreasonable. He's one of the two smartest people in all of Asteria, with the other being his sister, who seems to be his complete opposite. Thanks to him, I also learned a new word. Theopractically. It means practically in theory. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. Oh, was it the next morning? Hey, Innkeep, how's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently, a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, land of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies. My manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually. I'm taken. Usually, skeletons don't speak. Practically, they don't. Theo, practically in theory. Exceptions confirm the rule. You sound like a wizard. Please don't say that. Okay, let's pretend I didn't. Scully, how did you like his drinks? Surely an experience. I can feel it gurgling in my bones. Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. So we have finesse. I'm guessing that's dexterity. Sure is. Alright, let's have some fun with this. Is there only one dexterity drink at the moment? Swift Strike. Oh yeah, that's the only one. Nothing even goes up 2 points. Well, hopefully soon we'll get a new one. But this is Fable's go-to drink. Alright, let's see. It looks like the fairy crystal is the only one that doesn't touch charisma and strength. Oh, we could have done this, but that does too much. The sage, I believe it does 2 intelligence. We only need 1. Yeah, but other than that, everything else does the wrong stats. So this is good. This is good for us. This does give them the added bonus of invisibility, which might be a surprise to them. But let's continue. 1 Fergus. Perfect. 1 intelligence and Puma for endurance. Wave strike it is. Yeah, see, Andrew only gets bright and colorful for that galactic drink, the nebula drink. I don't know how to feel about that. Or maybe there's one infusion that's made per drink to be like a special boost? I don't know. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know just what I needed, innkeeper. Of course I do, after all you're regular. Of course I do, after all you're my favorite regular. They are, though. I don't know if we should be flirting with them, because I want them and Malachite to go well together, but we can certainly... I am? Yes. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better. You perhaps need a hand. I happen to have 2. I love this guy. That might know a thing or 2 about crops and fences. Sure. I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tregarin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid. Sounds like a quite useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. New infusion unlocked. Honey flower, I just realized. Only in a fantasy world. You accept donations of ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I I think I shall recall my assistant's favorite recipe. First snow, let's go. Do you store it under your hat? Of course. Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient, pleasant host. I shall be on my way then, with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumple into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Oh my god, they're so cute. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. Alright, let's look at this new drink. Hold on. Ah, look at that. It's dexterity and it's mainly defense. That's sick. Got your cape. But you still have the slime. Get rid of it. That I was able to witness such a rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust be my least favorite of them. Ruins lots of hard work. Does it now? Yup. Makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear Innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished? Yeah. Gentleman? Don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with the tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. Innkeep say that dagger over there. I feel like it's strangely familiar. For some reason it reminds me of my dear Evelyn. Looks like the knife she used to peel oranges with. Highly impractical, I tell you. I imagine it would be. Do you know if it is your dad by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. But this is Evelyn's dagger. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. I thought Innkeep was gonna say, actually, can we talk about the dagger? Not yet, no. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. What's funny is the random stranger gave the right character that letter to give to us because everyone else would have forgotten about it by now. I myself constantly forgetting about this goddamn letter. But he is locked in. He remembers very little, but he remembers like really deep personal things about people, and maybe our reaction to the letter at first, I don't know, was memorable, but he really wants us to read that letter. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher, so I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Like, does tough mean defense? Because we do have a new drink for that. Yes, it do. Alright, first snow. Like the sun reflecting off a frozen lake, the first snow makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with its frosty taste. In between hot chocolate and frozen glaciers, you'll find yourself well equipped to hike into the snowy mountains. I wish I could sort this by stat, if that makes sense. Because Frost Lagoon is what she used to get. Let's see. Frosted Lagoon protects you from any physical and spiritual harm and cools you down on even the hottest summer days. It even offers additional UV protection. What more could you ask for? She doesn't need dexterity. That seems like a weird thing to give her. But I'm so excited to make a new drink that I'm gonna do it. Oh, what does honey do? Honey flower. Oh, it's dexterity and charisma, but takes 2 away from strength. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. I think we can still get away with this. Oh, we don't need strength for that. Yep, first snow it is. Give me that honey flower. So cool. I actually was so excited reading the description, I didn't notice if it has a... Oh, it's an inspiration. Grants you the ability to extraordinarily motivate other people or persuade them to tell the truth. Is there a different persuasion? Oh, both persuasions do the same thing. They're just opposite sides of the statistics wheel. Okay. So we've got you in there. Okay. We have as much charisma as we're gonna need, so we're gonna need 1 more pluma for dexterity. Lovely. And then top it all off with fridges. Let's start there. 1 more. There you go, first snow. See, Andu's not getting any animations on him. I don't want to overthink it. Now that's what I'm talking about. The gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. And taste that, I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, Innkeep, but I must say, you know your job. So how has the day been for you two? I love that we clearly picked the correct drink by a lot. Usual. Splendid. It is my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. Oh, because of the vampire sunblock we gave him. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Ray and I took a day trip to the capital, since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid, it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Beruvia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape, so you can attend that fancy Peruvian vampire banquet and get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. Oh, she's gonna kill him. What about my material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Ah, wonderful. Peak sunrise. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? You think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Didn't the rogue tell you what happened? You mean the young Echo? Well, he said he had retrieved my cape. I'm sorry, Kyle. Pardon me. What exactly do you mean? Countess Evelyn didn't want to give up the cape without a fight. She didn't make it. Oh, he was just saying how good of a day it was. Say it ain't so, Innkeep. Unfortunately, it is. My dear Evelyn, go on. Dude, you put up the job. What do you mean? I feel sorry for him, but... Oh no. Oh no. While the vampires walked Gaia, I'd always assumed she'd walk the longest. I suppose death catches up with everyone eventually. Did she put up a good fight at least? The best I've heard of in a while. Oh. That's how I remember her. I hope Twat holds her soul dearly. You have souls? Of course we do. I wish we could have at least danced one more time before Ur wrote her final line. But alas, fate is cruel, especially to those who aim to live forever. A fate we rarely choose ourselves. Oh goodness. Oh, how shall I ever recover from this? Maybe a drink or I'd help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? So sad. Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Alright, chat, we're gonna save right here so that future Lord can go, hey, what the fuck was I doing? Or just save. Yep, it counted. But yep, an ad wants to play, and I think that's about it for tonight. So thank you so much for being here, everyone. I really appreciate you all. I plan on going live again for sure on Wednesday, but please keep your notifications on here on Twitch and on Blue Sky and in the Discord server. So if you're interested, this is my website with all of my socials on it. I certainly recommend those two I just mentioned. But yep, that's everything for today. Love you too, Dancing. Thank you for being here. Thank you, chatters. Thank you, lurkers. Thank you, everyone who visited, who stopped by. Everyone who supports me. You help keep me being able to keep doing this. So I really appreciate y'all quite a bit. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.